Hi, everybody. Welcome to part 2 of The Blind Men and the Elephant. I hope you all have your books ready, and I hope you all have your fingers on the page. So, what do we remember so far? There were 6 blind men, and what do they like doing? They like to go around and find out about new things. But how would they find out these new things? Well, since they couldn't see, they would use their hands to touch and feel things. And then all of them would decide, कि अच्छा ये ऐसे होता है. It's this kind of thing. So one day there was a circus that came to town. And they heard that in this circus, there was this new thing called an elephant, right? So they all wanted to go and find out what this elephant was like. And so they went there and they went to the circus owner and they said, hey, can you show us this elephant? We want to touch it and feel it and find out what the elephant is like. So the circus owner said, okay, I'll show you the elephant, but all of you have to come in one by one. You can touch it and you can come out. And then the next person can go in. So they said, okay. So the first blind man went in. He bumped against the elephant's side and he fell down. And he said, oh, the elephant must be like a wall. Because all of us have sometimes in our life gone and bumped into a wall and fallen down, right? So he said, oh, the elephant must be like a wall. Then the second blind man went in. And which part of the elephant did he touch? He touched the elephant's tusks. And he said, oh, the elephant is not like a wall. The elephant is like a spear. Remember? Do you remember the spear I showed you yesterday? Long and sharp, used for poking. So he came out. And then the third man went in and he didn't touch the elephant's tusk or the side. He touched the elephant's trunk, its long nose. And he said, oh, it's thick and it's long. It must be like a snake. Maybe the elephant is like a snake. And he came running out because he thought it was poisonous. That's where we stopped yesterday. So let's continue over here. I hope you can all see. The fourth blind man touched the elephant's huge leg. It felt like a tree. So he said, the elephant is like a tree. The fifth blind man felt the elephant's ear. It was large and thin. Now look at the picture here. Look at the elephant's ear. It's not like our small little ears. No? It's a big, huge ear. It's big and it's thin. And he said, you are all wrong. He said, the elephant is like a fan. Let me see this fan here. The last blind man caught the elephant's tail. Now look at the elephant's tail. Look at what it's like. It was long and it was thin. And he said, the elephant is like a rope. I'm sure you all seen ropes. I have a nice rope here for all of you. So he touched it and he said, the elephant's tail, the elephant is like a rope. Thus, each blind man kept saying what he thought the elephant looked like. Each of them said that the others were wrong. Now, why? Because one of them said, no, it's like a wall. The other one said, no, it's like a spear. The other one said, no, it's like a snake. The other one said, no, you're all wrong. It's like a tree. And the one said, no, rubbish. It's not like a tree. It's like a fan, right? The ear of the elephant, it's like a fan. And then the last one said, no, everyone else is wrong. It's like a rope. They started quarreling among themselves. Now, what do you think the word quarreling could mean? Let's try and find out. Let's read the sentences again. Thus, each blind man kept saying what he thought the elephant looked like. Each of them said that the others were wrong. They said, no, I am right, you are wrong. No, I am right, you are all wrong. They started quarreling among themselves. So you have probably guessed that the word quarreling means fighting or arguing with each other. And that's right. It's a new word for you to learn. I want everyone to learn the spelling. Look at it. It's this funny little spelling. It's a great new word, and it means to fight or argue using your words. Okay, not physical fighting. That's not quarreling. But to say, no, I am right, you are wrong, stop talking, everyone else is silly, I'm the only one who's right, that is quarreling. Let's continue. A wise man who was passing saw all that had happened. That's another new word there, wise. And you can try and guess what it means by the end of the story. He said, "Dear friends, all of you are wrong. Everyone is wrong. Your mistake was that you touched only one part of the elephant." And that was true. Remember, the first one touched the side, one of them touched the trunk, one of them touched the tail. Nobody felt the full elephant. Your mistake was that you touched only one part of the elephant. You must touch and feel the entire animal before you get an idea of what the animal looks like. You have to touch the entire animal. You cannot just touch one part and think that you're right. Thus saying, the wise man helped the blind men feel the animal entirely. So he took them all in again, one by one. And this time, instead of just touching one part and running back outside, he said, no, go all around, touch every part of the elephant. And so one by one, all the blind men went in. They touched the side, then the tusks, then the trunk, then the legs, then the ears, and then the tail. And one by one, all of them did this. So finally, in the end, all of them got a good idea of what the elephant was like. The end. So just look underneath over here. There's a small little green box. In the old book, I don't know if it's in the new book, but that's a very interesting fact. Now we just think elephant, male elephant, female elephant, baby elephant. No, they all have different names. An adult male elephant, an adult boy elephant is called a bull, while the adult female elephant is called a cow. I bet you never expected that. Just like cows and bulls, a male elephant is called a bull and a female elephant is called a cow. And what do you think then a baby elephant would be? The baby elephant is called a calf. And that's a great fact for all of you to know. You should remember that for the rest of your lives. Over here, you have a glossary section. There are meanings of some difficult words, some new words, maybe not difficult, but very funny. The newest word of them all, quarreling, is not there over here. So that's a bit silly. I will send you a meaning of quarreling to write down in your notebook. Okay. And then you will also write these in your notebook. After this, when you turn the page, there are some match the following questions, right? Very simple ones. You just have to do a little match the following. I'm sure you can do those by yourself. So you will do that. And then I will send you one small little activity to do. Okay. So let's go over it again. You have to do four things. You have to do four things for me. The first thing, you have to finish reading this story and send it to me. Thank you, everyone who sent yesterday's story. Very good job. Everyone else, finish the story and read it for me. That's number one. Number two, you have to write down the new words from your glossary. Number three, you have to turn the page and do the match the following in your English notebook. You have to rewrite them neatly and do the match the following, okay? Not in your textbook. And the fourth thing, that's a surprise. I will send it to you and you will do that also in your English notebook. Don't worry, it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody. See you. Oh, you have to send me this work by tomorrow, okay? It's not much. I will see you all tomorrow.